Oh yeah, yeah. My head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last minute, I drew it. Well, still, when you think about the development of the cutting now the checking, like I said, is in between here. I want to be able to check through. There's also those checkings in between the 5, where I check at 5. There's also the checking where I'm either passing, jamming, or riding a passenger on the 8. And there's also a check when I create distance and I go into the 9. And we'll get into that later on within the night this afternoon. So if I'm doing this 1 and 2, and I learn how to check in between each time, this is my weapon meeting his weapon. But sometimes my weapon can't get there fast enough to meet. So if my weapon is slow, then it has to be, like I said, the center hand that will meet his weapon. So I can go 1 and 2 here, but I could pass this, and there's my 8 on my check. So I can go 1, 2, and here I am. Oh, there's the 8. And I step in, and this is where I want to be against my opponent. Passing this to them up. And then my 9, we did this earlier. 9. And that is your third pylon 4. So I can go here, and we do this a lot. 5, boom, 8, boom. And that's in your opposite area. 5, thrust, 8, thrust, third pylon, 9. And you're there from the 1 and 2. I understand my checking. I know the timing. I know this, I know this, I know this. All 3. And that's how you really fight with your opposite area. 5, 8. There you go.
All right, guys, we're going to break for lunch.
So we'll do finish up with a courtesy pound?
What?
Okay. I won't do the long one because, like I said, I wanted to show up good at the end of the day. But this will be just your heart. So they can, oh, yes. Yes, they do. They do. You follow through. Yeah. Oh, it's like this. Follow through. Follow through. That's why we do this a lot of times. We get these people to do this, and roll it in. And it's back. So you go, slide, bring it down, and you're back again. And you spy it. 1, 5, on a high or low. Till I sit at the back end. And then when you have a 5 there, an 8 there, you have a 9 there, then you reverse it, cut through, and you have an 8. You reverse it, cut through, and you have a 5.
Saturday at the dojo.
Yep. I try to stop, I try to drop my hand. 3, I'm going to step forward and thrust and slash. On 4, I'm going to step forward, thrust, and slash. 5, my back leg is going to go behind my front leg. And I'm going to step forward. 6, I'm going to open my stance with the big feet, and I'm going to cut up. 7, my front leg is going to go behind my back leg, and I'm going to swing twice. So here, 6, 7. Now, I put myself in this position here so I can turn. Now your right leg should be forward. I know this game. And your right leg is going to step to your right. And I'm getting everything within that whole line. So I turn around. All the way around. Then I'm going to pass. And then when I turn my stick with my weapon to my center, I should be back with my right leg. One more time. Here. 2, step forward, 3, step forward, 4, back leg will step forward, 5, open stance, 6, front leg will go behind your back leg, 7. Now, this is important here. Okay? My knee should be resting in the pocket behind my back. My back leg will be here. There's many techniques based on this kind of motion, this pocket here. Okay. Traditionally, you'll see them do from knee to ankle and back up, which is very hard. Okay. But right now, for now, it's just this one stance because when we cross our feet like this, we have to be able to turn. And then now my back leg is going to step forward this way. And I have the same position when I go 2 strikes to my right and 2 strikes. Then I'm in this open stance, my right leg is leading. Now my front leg is going to swing all the way around. Okay, and my left leg will be there. Then I pass it 12, and then my right leg will be 2. And then we do all 12 on this side. 1. Step forward, 3. Step forward, 4. Back leg, and then front leg, 5. Repeat, and then 6. 7 back, 7. Turn around, 8. Back leg moves this way to your right, 9. And a little stance, 10. Spin around. And then thrust. And I'm on this side. Now I'm going to do my leg this way. And I'm 1. Right 9. Repeat 10. And I'm going to thrust and thrust, and then I'm facing this way. I'm going to do all 12 on this side. 1, 2. Step forward 3. Step forward 4. Double swing 5. Vertical overstand 6. Stepping back 7. Turn around 8. To my right 9. 10. I will cross. 12. And now I'm back to the beginning where I first started. So I'm supposed to do it 4 times for all the points around me. And if you're attacking me from the back, you're more likely going to do this straight. If you're going to do straight there, he's going to strike to my head again. So if I'm knowing these 2 sides here, if you're saying either 1, to the knee, to the 7, it's all the attacks from the right hand side. You're doing the same. You're doing all the attacks also on your right hand side. So if you're doing number 7, you're doing number 1. This is the position I am looking at here. So this part particularly is based on if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, now 7, 8. Bang. I'm hitting 2 people at the same time. So 7 and 8. All the way through. I have 7 and 7. And then if it was on this side, if you were here, on this side, on this side here. 9, I am doing this here, which is against your number 1. 1 here. And then 10, I come with a 2 here, up here. Now on 11, I know your number 1 is coming. I am doing this here. I know when I swing around, you're coming with your number 1, and I am doing this here. So I'm doing 11 and 12. So I have to be able to learn like 2 multiple points in the front. And with my footwork, we know this just simply by almost everyone talks about it. Okay? I can see what here, and I can see from this whole 180. It's just 1 step, and then I can see. I step, boom, I can see this side and this side. I step, I can see this side and this side. So my footwork is supporting my vision on each part. So if I swing, boom, I can see him. 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 And that's what the flow rate is supposed to be. On top of it being the counter, basically. Obviously there. So you can give it a try. Slapping it down and striking free. Now he doesn't have to do the stepping because there's no one behind him. You know, he can basically focus on the 1-to-1. So I'll let you do that. So you're here. I am slapping it upstairs. So I will slap it down. We call that tumba. Like falling? Yeah. It just kind of falls. The weight of my weapon is gonna boom, slap it down and then I follow through. I wanted to boom, redirect just that little bit. So there's that timing. Same thing on the 2. Boom. And I go through. And it's the same targets that I'm hitting on that center line. So if I'm doing 1, doing 1, that outside line, I'll go. 2, inside line, checking in for this. 3, stopping it and then cutting. Stopping it and then cutting. 5, I want to slap it and then there's the other. 6, I want to hit and then I'll come up. 7, I want to do the same thing. 1 and 2. 8, hit and then I'm coming up. 9, inside and outside. 10, when you swing around to the top, I'm hitting and then coming on this part on the inside. 11, I am thrusting here, and then 12, I am thrusting here. Stepping off that center line. Okay? Lorente versus your basic opposite there. Okay?
Did anybody see anything familiar in footwork and just when you're looking? It look like anything that we do?
You see all corners, the reach, and center line, and then that's when I do all these motions as well. So on the slapping, no one do it hard because I'm afraid I'll break it. I am either slapping, so it goes underneath, and then I am cutting. I am slapping and cutting. I am thrusting before he even does the number three. So thrust, so there, and then I come up. 4, I hit, and then I come up. 5, hit once, hit twice. 6, I hit, so 6 is coming from that number 6 and post. So I hit that. As soon as it passes, then I cut off on this 7 comes low. I hit that, boom, and then I cut that 7 straight up to my knee. So one back, and I go through. 8, he's doing a thrust, so I'm doing that, and I'm cutting through. 9, I'm going on the inside. Oh, that's right. Inside of that blade, and then outside of that blade. 10, when he comes up, I am hitting and I'm cutting off as he's coming up. 11, when he does that double thrust, I am stepping and I'm coming on this side. When he goes under to counter it, he comes back, I am stepping on this side. Stepping on that center line here, trying to go on this side. So on 1, I am slapping. 2, slapping. 3, and I'm cutting. 4, I'm cutting. 5, I'm cutting. 6, I'm cutting. 7, I am cutting. 8, I am cutting. 9, I am cutting. 10, I am cutting. 11, I am thrusting. And then 12, I am thrusting. Bang. So you have this, but then
Show that again. Wow, that's crazy. It's like an extra knuckle. You got an extra,
Yeah, oh
dude.
my
He's got an
God,
extra
yeah,
knuckle.
that right there.
Wow,
Just
wow.
that build up, the muscle right there.
You're moving your hand because your hand always is moving in this motion consistently all the time.
Wow,
Right.
so this
So
is,
you're doing this,
so you're constantly
yeah,
doing that.
all the time, and it's always this motion.
Wow.
And I never open my hand, but it gets smaller and smaller. So it's all this as I'm going through.
So you're adjusting your fingers on the stick
Yeah.
with the music.
Yeah. So it's this motion all the way through. And then this is what we use for grabbing, or if you're doing aikido. We always
Yeah.
say your pinky leads the way.
Wow.
You know,
Dude, our
you
sense-
don't,
yeah.
you know, you don't grab a cup with your thumb first.
Yeah.
That
You know,
sounds
when you
so,
grab something,
yeah.
it's always your pinky. If it's judo, if it's aikido, it's anything, your weapon, it's that motion. So you're always building this movement in all your karate movements all the way through. It's not this.
Yes.
People like do this,
Uh-huh.
and if I see that, wow, the stick is lying. So it's
double the center field.
yeah, it's constant contact with your weapon, and it's this motion
Wow.
all the way through. So there's your 1, there's your 2, there's your 3, there's your 4, there's your 5, there's your 6, there's your 7, there's your 8, there's your 9, there's your 10, there's your 11, there's your 12, and then you're on this side.
Wow.
Give it a try. But on that 9, there's that extension. I'll use this guard to go stop this through. I will use first 9. I'll use that guard.
Oh.
Is that also that guard that I will use on that this arm there on the back of the neck here. So I'm using that guard all the way through. So 9 is that hit that guard and then go through. So on 9, I am hitting there and then there on both sides.
Inside, outside.
Yeah, inside and then outside. And then
You're
so,
stopping the guard and then you're cutting
yeah,
your fingers.
boom, and then going through. Yeah. So, but yeah, so shield, but it's that line. And even if my sword is even shorter, oh yeah, it's a little bit shorter, but it's that whole. And I'm always using that guard to go through. And it's yeah, so it's just
You're
understanding.
using my guard against me.
Yeah. So it's that whole part there. And we do that a lot in the espalidad too, stopping and going just for a moment. As we go.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Okay. So I'm like, and then coming back on that second. So yeah, so that's the principles of the blade. Sticks, you won't. It's harder to understand it by all the way through. So on all those nines, it's that ride it here on this inside line, and then there. So you see us do this all the time, and hit because we know it's a stick. So it's like that inside, then outside, and you're hitting on that part. So on one, so just to recap, hitting it down and following through. Two, hitting and following through. Three, bang, follow through. Bang, follow through on four. Five, hit and follow through. Six, hit and follow through. Seven, hit and follow through. Eight, hit and follow through. Nine, there it goes. Inside, outside. 10, hit and come up. 11, thrust, goes down. And 12, thrust, go out. Alright, we're gonna try it. No. Number one is coming. Bang. And there's my little thing. That's my one. Hitting 2 times on one. Or I can go in. On it. This one. And that's this whole pa. Bah. Let me see this thing all the time. Yeah. Hi. Okay. Five thrust. Slide to the 6 again. Slide to the 7 again. The 8 thrust. Which is back in thrust. And then finally, this 9 thrust. Now in the triangle, we call this 1, 2, and the angles that we want to really master is from this hip to this shoulder, this hip to this shoulder, this shoulder to this shoulder. So my 5 is from here to here, my 8 is from here to here, my 9 is from here. So I have 5, I have 8, I have 9, 4, I have 1, I have 2, I have 3. Every thrust, I can return it back with a slash, which is my 5 and 6. Every slash, I can return it with another 8, 7, 8. With every thrust, I can return it with a slash. So I have 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9, all the way through. So I can get an understanding of what my other hand can do. 1. Here, 2, this one,